Now we will be looking at the final step for our billing. For our project is billing. So we will be using billing type as a standard billing type, one for our standard billing type and other for our credit memo. So we will be copying or using the same billing type. Let's see what are the configurations required for this. VOFA is the transaction for this one. So we will be creating a new entry and I will be just making sure that I will be copying exactly the same thing. VOFA is a transaction to see billing. That is fine. So I will be copying Z SOB or ZOR as my billing type. 19, item increment is 10, document category is M, transaction group 7, statistic. We do not want posting block. We will be allowing it to post automatically. We will be assigning a invoice list type. Then we will be allowing cancellation. We will be assigning account determination. We will be assigning output determination. We will be assigning output type. We will be assigning text determination and partner determination standard provided. The reason I have not copied is because I want to do all the controls manually with respect to copy controls, and the most important is relevant for rebate. For rebate activation, we need to activate rebate at customer master level, billing document type level, as well as sales org level. So this is the third level. We have already at sales org level, we have already at customer level, and this is the third one. So I will be enter a valid value. Okay, invoice, that is fine. It says does not exist. Let's see what exists. So we have created our now we will be creating a credit memo as well. ZSOB credit memo. It should be copy of G2N. G2, that is credit memo. Number range is 19 for this one. We'll be using credit memo 077. Credit memo list type is LG. Cancellation is S2. Kofi. Account determination procedure. We would be using exactly the same thing what we have used for output, same output type, same partners. Text determination procedure, we are using everything same. It is relevant for rebate as well. I think we forgot to add. Yep. So now we have created a new we have created two invoice types, one SAP credit memo and one SAP invoice. Now let's just see what exactly we are talking about invoice list type. What exactly invoice list type actually combines. If you want to have, say, if a bill to party wants to see all the invoices generated for this month, rather than having a report or anything, he would see an invoice list document which will have all the list of invoices as in one column, and next to that each invoice number, the value. So it can have thousands of invoices and each invoice with its own value, and then you can go individually inside each invoice number and check what items are there in that number. So you have to maintain invoice list type for each billing type, and you can have even conditions for invoice list. Basically, the purpose is, if a customer is getting, say, 1000 invoices, he might want to say that if I'm paying for these 1000 invoice, could you give me 1% discount if I'm paying, say, for all these items. So that way you have to create a condition, special condition type for invoice type. If you can see here, and there is a separate pricing procedure maintained for invoice list type as well. Now the most important part is determining account determination. Actually, when we come to billing, the most important part is how it is posted into accounts. So we have to go to basic functions, account determination. Let's see revenue account determination, which is the most important part. As I mentioned earlier, the steps required are, the first is there should be master data which should be relevant for account determination. So the master data relevant for account determination is material account assignment groups and customer account assignment group. Let's see material account assignment groups. Trading goods services are two different types of account assignment groups. Customers, we can have domestic revenues, foreign revenues. Then you can maintain condition tables. Actually, let's see what are the tables used in condition. Tables are customer group, account key. As you know, account key is coming from pricing condition types. So there is another table, customer group, account key, material group, account key. General means it has combination of sales org, customer group, account group, material, and account key. Let me show you general one. It has sales org. Then you have to define access sequence. Maintain access sequence for account determination. There are two access sequences, COFI and COFI K. Actually, I'm not saying COFI K here, but COFI is an access sequence under which you will be maintaining our tables. As I've seen earlier, we have seen these tables. Maintain these tables under an access sequence and assign this access sequence to condition types. Now you can see for COFI there are two condition types, COFI K and COFI. COFI K is account determination with controlling, and COFI is just account determination, and we have assigned same access sequence to both these condition types. Now, and define and assign account determination procedure. First define a procedure, COFI, under which we will have these two access sequences. Under a procedure we will have two different condition types, and each will be assigned with a requirement. Requirement is nothing but a routine which will check certain conditions, and if they are fulfilled, then only this condition type is accessed or checked for records. Now assign this procedure to billing document type. Let's check our billing document types. ZBOR, I think. What are the billing document types we have created? Sorry, it's ZS. OR, I believe. Yes, sub invoice and sub credit we have already defined and assigned using the standard sequences. Now once the assignment has been done, you have to herein it says define account keys and assign account keys. Define account keys like ERL, ERS, these we have to do in, we have to update at least or inform our finance colleagues what account keys we are using, and these are assigned to each condition types. So once you assign these condition types, then we have to maintain the GL records actually. So you can see we have already defined these 4 tables. So for each of these tables we have to maintain the GL accounts. Let's go to general table, and herein you can see for general we have application, condition type, chart of accounts, sales org, and GL account. Chart of accounts is nothing but a huge collection of general ledger accounts. It is defined by an FI, so we need not to be bothered about that, but this part we have to do with in consultation with FI colleagues. So for general we have to just use sales org. If you use customer, this is most prominently used, this table. Application, condition type, chart of accounts, sales org, customer account group, material account group, account key, and GL account. Similarly we have for this combination. So everywhere you can see condition type, chart of accounts, and sales org is common. Even account key is being used everywhere. So now we have defined the account determination. One more important part is controlling side. If we are using profitability analysis, we have to update our finance colleagues that what are the values we would be using actually. Let me flow of actual values herein. Transfer of, okay, this is what we have to click on this one. Assignment of SD conditions to COPA value fields. So whenever we create new condition type, we have to update them that these are being used. So just let's see for IDAS. Operating cursor is IDAS. So we have to tell them that we have created a new condition type and please assign a valuation field for that, for their profit center accounting. So as a functional consultant, our responsibility is whenever we create a new condition type, inform finance people about this condition type, whether it is relevant for COPA analysis as well as with respect to accounting, like account determination as well as account key. Thank you.